What's up, gay straights and other days? It's Melly. I'm back with another episode of Disco Elysium. We did it. We finally fucking found out what Joyce's favor was, and we goddamn did it, which means our badge doesn't matter. Our gun, I got a little more hope for that, and hopefully we'll go report back to Joyce, confront Titus with this new information, and then that'll end the day, because if it doesn't, I will cry. Hey, I found the drugs! I found the click. I talked with the little shits at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Hey, hold on. Where exactly are these eyes located? I already got enough people watching me. Where?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
You know what? That's fair. And I feel like I'm giving her a little too much slack, but it's because I'm just picturing Emma Thompson in my head. Anyway.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
Thank fuck the voices in my head are smarter than I am.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
No, Kim said not to give anything away.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Okay, Kim has shut me up. Good. I can't say anything stupid now.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, give me your answers. God damn, I've spent so long.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, you said contain the situation?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
I mean, I think that's going to be an inevitable either way, given the nature of humans, but okay.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say.
Oh, what?
My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Why? Shouldn't they know these things anyway? What the fuck?
Every worker...
Huh?
A member of the board.
Oh.
I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Well, do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Okay, so this is new information. I was worried it was going to be a repeat of the last time we asked this, but no. Because we've actually done her favor, she's a little more open to us right now.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
That somehow matches up with our guy, alright. The one that died, because he was also wearing ceramic armor, and we did have that little story of the karaoke incident. Ooh, okay.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen.
Oh.
In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
I have to say, this is not disco, or boy oh boy is that not good. Nah, number one, I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
So it's like every action has a reaction.
The debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
So strength matters over numbers.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
Well, I don't have a gun, so you gotta be talking about Kim's here.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
So that'll slow them down, which means they're screwed.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Well, I've said it before. I think the confrontation is inevitable no matter what we do.
It doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia.
Hey, that's only one of us.
One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Yeah, alright, you can try, Joyce, but like... Come on, I know, possibly this could work, but... You know how humans work? They're gonna take any and every excuse no matter what. You can try. But I feel like this confrontation is gonna happen no matter what you say. I see a lot of questions here. But I'm more curious about the woman because that woman could be a key witness. So maybe you'll tell me more about her. So, you said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This
What?
is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Okay, who did the passing on then so I can talk to them?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
Okay, what did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Well, it seems less like that was the cause and more like an excuse to kill him.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman? Because I don't know if I can find the teenagers, but the woman maybe.
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Well, that's not... Thanks, Joyce. What a fucking huge help. What about the colonel then? Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
Well, yeah, but his name was what?
Lely,
Oh.
his service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first, because I'm wary of moving on from anything before we get all the facts.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
Oh, Joyce, it's okay.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
Ah, Kim's way more big brain than me, but also,
That's all right, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
Okay, so good. Kim takes over the question I didn't ask anyway.
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
Or a speech impediment.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do we have access to that?
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Okay, could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
What else is new?
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Thanks, drama, that really helps. We got a few questions left. Where are the remaining 2 mercs now? Because if the guy that was lynched was that much of a threat, I can't imagine how the other 2 are.
They've gone to ground, as it were.
Huh?
I don't recommend seeking them out.
Whoa.
For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
Well, mercenaries usually are.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
All well and good, but we still need to know where they are. Because I don't think we can do direct confrontation right now, at least. Not without 2 guns, at least.
You're likely to run into them
Ooh.
eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Ooh. I can still press her because we have a very high logic check because we were sent by the Pines, our clothes didn't fit right. I don't know what that's talking about, but okay. The scab leader did some bad acting, and something didn't pass the background check. So I'm gonna try it. Come on.
One is
Yes.
obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Oh, that stuff is talking about him. Okay, so off camera, again, because I never know what's important. I was talking to the scab leader to try and pass some time, and his clothes didn't fit right either, and he lied about his background. So that's why that stuff was so high. Okay, so it pays to do every little thing, but I never know what's going to be important later.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. Let's start with the scab leader. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates. The scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
No, but it's good to know where the hornets are.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
And the other's probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Woman like her definitely does.
Heavens no. I'm not
What?
an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
She nods towards the sloop's cabin. The fuck is a sloop cabin? I had another question for you because I think there was one more.
I hope I can answer it better.
No, honestly, Joyce, you've been pretty great. You've been the most straightforward out of anybody I have talked to, and I appreciate you, and you're taking precautions to protect yourself as best as possible. It is understandable, and God, I love how well written these characters are. How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
Well, with Titus going around running his mouth, probably not much time at all then. He immediately admitted that he and his group were behind that mess.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Or hours at this point. That's enough for now. Thank you, genuinely.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Okay, and now we can ask her about the tattoos finally, because I think she's the only person we've been able to talk much about it. So, can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
No, it's okay. You were protecting yourself, and that makes sense, especially being a woman in these times.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigate not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Okay, we're gonna shut our dumbass mouth and watch the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Okay, never mind. I can't keep my idiot mouth shut. What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying
It's
to
okay.
see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like the constellations.
Close.
Oh.
Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
But a tattoo is okay, sure. I guess we'll go in order. What's the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad.
Oh.
This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Oh, that's actually really beautiful. Too bad it was written on a piece of shit. What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this,
What is that?
Revachol. Those
Ah.
are the two constants, Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
Where are you getting this, spirit? Excuse you, where did that come from?
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Semines Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was executed.
Thank you, voices in my head. You continue to be smarter than I am. This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history, perhaps. Because I'm not going to leave this be, because leaving it be usually leads to disaster.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways. Just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
That makes sense now, actually, because a tattoo is fucking permanent. Well then, who could tell me more, because I know you can't. But that's okay, because you've told me all you can.
His platoon members?
Uh-oh.
The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Hey guys, listen. I know you're grieving a very recent loss here, but can I remind you of all the pain and suffering that's happened, and can you interpret it for me? Yeah, no, Joyce, we're stupid. We're not that stupid.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
Okay, if we were playing more of like, I guess, a more brawn over brain character, which we're not, I would definitely go, I need the information. However, I picked the intellectual route because I knew it would suit me more. So we're gonna leave it alone because I know how this ends. We get punched in the face and then buried at the bottom of the harbor.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
Yeah, and it's also hella insensitive to the grieving. Like, yeah, they may be shitty, but we're not gonna go that far if we don't have to. But that's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help. Genuinely.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think so. I think that's... Yeah, that's all of it for once, and that burned up a whole hour of our time, but that's fine because we need the rest of it to go see Titus, so... Thank you, Joyce. That's all for now. Thank you. You've been so fucking helpful once we figured out what your fucking favor was. I'm gonna save in case I fuck this up again. Kim, hurry up. I cannot be in better shape than you. Please. Okay, in we go. I'm a little nervous, but I think we have a lot of evidence on our side, so that should help.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Ooh, we got a couple of things we can do to him now. You know what? Let's start with the drug one. Let's come out swinging. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
Oh, don't you fucking deflect this back to me.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock?
Thank you, Kim.
The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Oh, man. I kind of want to give it to Kim because he's done so well, but we also need to prove our authority to Titus. And I feel like this was an intentional handoff, so... You're right. There is no local drug trade, except you.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Of course he wouldn't make this easy. You know what? No, we have the evidence.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Oh my god. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
You know what? That would probably rile me up more, but joke's on you. I have amnesia.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts.
What?
Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Yeah, sure. You keep saying that to yourself.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
How dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
Yeah, the 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Yeah, bullshit. We have proof.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sorry you're stuck with these fucking morons.
I know.
Oh my god.
Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Shanky, those would have been handprints then, you fucking idiot.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Okay, Angus, good. Stick it up for yourself a little bit.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Elizabeth. You know as well as I do, that doesn't make a damn degree of sense. This is still really low. Maybe we mentioned talking to Joyce and that'll boost it a little bit. If not, I'm still gonna try it because there's nothing else we could do. I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Yup.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
There's some snickering in the room, but the game could not be bothered to add. Some of the men put their beers down. Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You're gonna fucking die and I won't do a damn thing about it because y'all been little shits.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Who the fuck is Glenn?
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Oh, it's the blondie one. I guess.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Okay, as funny as it would be to lead with the fucking Hornet line, I don't think they're gonna care. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons, you idiots.
We got weapons of our own.
And?
We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Oh yeah? Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
So that's a no.
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
I've seen it up close, idiot.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
You hung him. There's a fucking difference. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
This Crenell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
Yeah, mercs are actually tougher than you fucking think, you idiots.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Not when they're on a job, they're not. Okay, fine, we're doing the Hornet line. Do you know the single Cerace giant Hornet? Definitely butchered that. Can kill 40 bees in a minute.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, they're the Hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Eugene, it's a metaphor. Oh my god.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you.
Yeah, and it worked.
What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
I'm not trying, I'm succeeding. Fine, I guess we'll conclude.
What do you mean? Okay.
Oh, we gotta be careful. You got the numbers? No, you don't. I'll be on your side. No, we won't. Nah. I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
I'm sorry. Why did you turn all fucking guru on me? Take your negative energy elsewhere. You know what? You and Placence might actually get along for like 0.2 seconds with that.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
Thanks, Kim, I guess.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Who are you to go not with that attitude? Okay, this is still so low. We're probably gonna fail it. You know what? I don't care. It's fine. I'm pretty sure they're gonna let us, like, advance this somehow anyway. Fine.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
You know what? No, I'm gonna complain about my choices, because I don't like any of these.
Did you already try the gun thing?
No!
I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
We are not trying that, Authority. That is a stupid idea.
You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
No! I'm not doing that. The first one, but I'm not gonna read it out because I'm uncomfortable.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it.
Okay.
The law handled it, all right?
They did not, okay? And apparently I've had a brain breakthrough, but not now.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
Oh my god. You're not the law. I am the law. I don't like talking like this, but if they're the alternative, then I'm the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop crashing into people in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs!
Shut up, Gart. You're not helping either.
They're not going to give you anything. Can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
You know what? Yeah, I've had about enough with you. This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager. You were so proud about that title before.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
It's not your fucking bar, you piece of shit.
We are deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
When is later, Kim?
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
I don't wanna do the gun thing, you psychopath. God damn, I have a thought. Oh, white morning, okay. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. Oh. That's actually really fucking sad. God damn it. Okay. That was a thought we gained when we examined that postcard, I believe, about her wife, so you must have divorced then. Can we try this again? Or do we actually have to pass some time? Because I don't know what to do here. We got one thing. Are you okay, kid? Hold on. I want to try one more thing. Because I was fiddling around with my items trying to figure out what the hell was tanking my authority so much. And it turns out I'm stupid and the items in my hands were actually screwing me over. So, I have a save from last time. I have my morale back. We are going to take the things out of our hands right now. That takes our authority points to 1. So White Morning is actually screwing me over. So I'm gonna stop White Morning for right now. Okay, so it saves in progress anyway. And that should help with my authority then? Yeah, because now it's chilling at 2. And I can't level it anymore, but that 2 is gonna be better than nothing. So now let's try this. Okay, all of that got me 28%, which again, isn't great, but it's better than the 3%, and we've won on lower checks before.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Oh my god, we actually got it! Yes! Okay, so where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Yeah, so my precinct. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer. Now,
Oh, no. I'm a recovering alcoholic because my brain is telling me not to do the drinkies anymore. So no, I don't got a problem. Mostly.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm drunk on the chop. No. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my chop. Like you. No, we need to prove our authority and speak a language that these fuckers are gonna understand. Now, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people?
Yes.
I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
Slamming your head against the wall for 10 years does not make you good at your job.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
I'm sorry. Who is Monica and where did she come from? Also, yes, Cindy's still doing a thing, so graffiti is still a thing.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
No, you shook the hornet's nest, you fucking idiot.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. So we need to talk to her. No, I've asked this before. Why are you hiding the victim?
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
Elizabeth, back off.
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing to hide.
Everybody has something to hide. He certainly does.
Don't we know it, drama?
So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing, or you got the freight train of pain heading your way. You understand?
Yeah, I fucking understand. And why wouldn't I, okay? You're the ones being brutish fucking brats.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
That's the woman from the start of the game! Didn't I say that I wanted to talk to her, that maybe she'd have some answers, and she's the one that's... Oh my god! Woo! And then conveniently put her on the roof where I cannot reach her, but now I'm gonna be able to suddenly reach her. Oh, I'm so glad we got this. Okay, Klaus, or whatever the fuck you called her. You have to say her name for me a few times. Oh my god, okay. Good, so I was right. She's important. I win. Yay.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Shut up, Inland Empire. We don't need to think about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not trying that. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, right?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
I don't want... I have one thing to heal this. Okay, fine. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yep.
Inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
How was I supposed to know that was gonna screw me? Oh my god!
I don't understand what's so cool.
Nothing. And I know I probably didn't need to use that Healy, but I take no chances.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Uh-huh. It's fine, Kim. It was just a momentary lapse. Shut up.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
The first one seems least stuttery. Okay. So what was her relationship with the mercenary? I don't think there was one, but we'll start with that.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
No, it's not, but okay. So, the essay, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
Oh my god, it's important for evidence logging and fucking keeping records. That's... Oh my god. These men kill me!
It would help if we establish a timeline.
Thank you, Kim. You're more coherent than I am.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
No, you don't.
Here you go, boss.
Oh my god. A tall blonde throws him a can. Big surprise, Titus cracks it open on his big, stupid head. I guess I'm gonna scratch my head. So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room. You sure about that?
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
I did hear the smirk in his voice.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant, or a drifter of some sort, been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
That's sweet, Angus, and we won't, but unnecessary.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Oh my god, Glenn, fucking lay off.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
I most certainly will. Suggestion? You said you partied. Cool. That's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex? Yeah, you know what? Why not? We got what we wanted. Why not?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all.
You
I'm
sound
not
so
gonna give you
disappointed.
any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
I don't want to hear about your sex life specifically. You already discussed me. I promise.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Thanks, suggestion. This is fucking great. Glad I listened to you.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
No, he's not drama. I think I think I know her. A little bit. It's almost as if I saw her at the start of the game.
You don't know her.
You're wrong, I do.
Not the way I do.
You must have really liked her because I doubt it was anything more than sex for her, but you probably were hella into her, you fucking idiot. You don't have anything with her. Oh my god. Thank you. We'll talk to her. Anything to get away from you, finally.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Yeah, you got a crush and she couldn't give less of a shit. I don't want to go over the victim again. Goodbye. Holy shit. Oh, he wants to talk. What's up?
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Sort of. I don't think I ever got her name, so yes. Why would I lie?
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I don't think we did anything. I highly doubt we did anything.
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
I get that rhetoric, and I don't think we did, okay? She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard, not very mental healthily.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
I doubt that we partied together, because again, she was talking like we didn't spend much time together anyway, so... And again, this was ages ago, so my memory's a little fuzzy, but I think I'm right. She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things. From her room. It's the one next to yours, so we were close in proximity.
Anything else?
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I asked her where we are, what city this is, maybe even what year, something like that. Yeah, I did. I did, to establish things.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
It's not my interrogation technique. It's I have amnesia and I legitimately don't know these things. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Shut up, Kim. Nothing. Let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
God, I hope you're right, but I trust you.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
I don't know if you mean my relationship with Kim or the future interrogation, possibly both. But Rhetoric, I think we're gonna be okay. Is she in her room now? We just want to interview her.
The
Hey.
door is closed.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna knock.
Who is it?
Oh, hey, you're actually home.
Tired. Controlled.
But barely.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Alright.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I could, and I probably will. I'm very nosy. Alright, let's open the door. Ooh, whipping it right open. What do we have here? Your place is much neater than mine, which doesn't surprise me at all. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Well, yeah, of course there's that, but still neater than mine. What's this? Hotel bill calculations looks like she's had an extended stay, and I have a thought about this. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. I think that door maybe leads out to the roof, so maybe we go up first. The bed has been hastily made. Or hastily. And this?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
We'll run our finger across the surface, even though it'll definitely smudge, but let's do it.
Smooth as ice.
Oh.
There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
It's clean because it was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay, we'll leave it alone. In here then. Probably the bathroom. Let's say it's the bathroom. It usually is. Yeah. I'm sort of understanding how these layouts work. We got a medicine cabinet and we got a window. Let's do the window first. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Well, yes, we moved it. And this?
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
I guess I'll look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
I'd be concerned if it wasn't. Especially since she's been here for what, 4 months now? Okay, we'll look at the medicine.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
We won't draw Kim's attention to it quite yet. Let's search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
I think I know what that is.
Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
We're gonna keep that one to ourselves, because I don't want to pull Kim into that.
The lieutenant glances at the rows of pills, then at the door.
I guess we'll search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs, you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Yeah, and we have so much of that, but this is very high. Because we had a chemical hangover, I guess? We'll try it.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Okay, I'm a little naive here. I don't quite understand what that is, but I don't think it's good. Let's ask about it, though. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
No, I knew it was bad. We'll bring it to Kim's attention, and then we're gonna leave it the fuck alone. Why is that so high? No, we're gonna bring it to Kim's attention, and then we're not gonna fucking touch it. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
That can be prescribed?
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
No! I think that's it for this bathroom. Okay, let's go talk to her then. I wanted to poke around because, again, this game really loves it when you do that because it helps with your checks. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof. picking them up in the air.
I guess we'll do it. Move our hand.
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
It's okay. We didn't miss anything, I don't think. Hello again, it's been a while. A really long while, actually.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Can you stop checking her out electrochemistry? That is so insensitive right now.
I'm sorry for the mess down there.
It's
The
okay.
cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Yeah, sorry about that. But we got rid of it now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
Yeah, of course. We're going to be nice. You mentioned the cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building.
Really?
They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Oh my god. Disco Infernum? Hell, you know not of which you speak. Nah, none of these are fun. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place. A third place, much different from our world. Come on, it's super dramatic. I gotta.
A third place? Interesting. That's probably why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm sorry, but your place is still cleaner than mine, so...
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
For better or for worse, yes, she has.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few.
That actually sounds really sweet.
Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
You ain't seen nothing yet. There's a karaoke stage downstairs. No, we're not doing that. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. And that's true. Stuff will get hard, but you gotta go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
I guess.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
I don't think they've asked. I think they were protecting her pretty hard. But okay.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
We're not jumping to number 3 just yet. We're gonna take it easy. What's your name, miss? Because I keep forgetting how to pronounce it, for the record.
Clausier Amondou.
Same name that Titus gave you. Like her accent, it sounds Oranese. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
I'll take your word for it. Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Because I know nothing about these things, what is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
You know what, fair enough. I got a lot of those.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower.
Reasonable?
They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and shares, but they won't threaten to wipe you out anytime, like Revachol did in its prime.
Okay, I guess we'll ask. A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 28.
And what do you do? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
Go on, what is it?
Oranese lit.
What does that mean?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
Okay, and the question that every college graduate loves to be asked, Oranese lit, what do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. No. Harry, bad. Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Yeah, I know. I guess we'll look at your passport then to validify this. Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Oh, and why is that?
Why is that?
So, thanks, Kate.
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Okay, someone wants to run away, but understandable.
Thank you for your candor. Huh? Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm not going to demand it. How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
That is fair enough. I have a weird name, IRL, so I understand.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Thank you, drama. Why do you keep calling me sire? Fine, we'll conclude.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Well, she's probably used to that. Okay, thank you. That's it for the record.
The record? So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the Whirling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
What does that mean?
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Okay, why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Fine, we'll start with the Whirling. Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Okay, that window is new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
We're gonna leave the drugs out of this because, yes, we looked around, but I don't want her to know that. She has to be comfortable with us.
Okay.
Because, again, we only checked just in case. Okay, that is the loudest drag I've ever heard. Thank you for that.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
All right, here we go with this. They tell us you were assaulted.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
And what does that mean? Were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him.
Wait, what? Why?
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Wait, were you or weren't you, though?
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
So were they making it up or not?
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Okay, Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Were you or weren't you?
Warming them.
The fuck does that mean, interfacing? What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Okay, no, we know or we've heard party be... What kind of... We're not birthday partying. We're not gonna make a puffer fish face. We'll go with number 1. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
Oh, that's right. I don't get it. What do you mean party? Yep. Please be blatant with me. I'm an idiot.
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Okay, were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you then, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. from the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
I'm sorry.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Okay, we got that now.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Okay, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
For the armor.
The voice was disguised. Did you...
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
That's in as well, and in the process you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
That's okay.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Thanks, Logic.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Yeah, let's give her this one. Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Aw. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
I mean, given that they have a lot of eyes everywhere, I don't blame you.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Okay.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
And we will, but we'll give you some space. What did they hang him for, if not assault?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
A little bit, yeah.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Then how do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
Yeah, they definitely are. And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party? You gonna give me some info on why Titus has a little crush on you?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
Right in there, Kim, thanks.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Okay, which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Okay, so it's more than one, and Titus definitely caught feelings. Okay, we're gonna leave off number 2, because it doesn't feel that way. So, thank you for telling all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
We'll let her go for now.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Apparently we have a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
I guess we'll talk to you more then, maybe about the victim, I don't know. Oh, and you want to talk to me now, but we have things to discuss downstairs apparently?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Well then why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Well, she seems candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Okay. We actually got a lot more information than I thought we were going to get, including the fact that Titus's story is starting to unravel a little bit, which is actually fascinating. So, we've got about 3 hours left in day 2 to come back here and confront her. But first, we need to confront Titus with this new information. However, I feel like that's going to open a whole new thing, so I'm going to save that for next time. But thank you so much, whoever happens to be watching this. Like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out. And until next time, bye. Oh my god, finally getting somewhere.